Before I get started, I hereby solemnly swear that I shall not swear in this video at all, ever, and I shall instead censor myself, because that's what we're talking about today, ladies and gents, censorship.
Okay, well, I believe you should be able to swear.
I do too, but there's a freedom of speech, and then there's a sense of logic that tells you when you're supposed to swear and when you're not supposed to swear.
Hey, people!
Hey. Hi there, Morgan!
Hi.
So, how are you doing?
Good. What are you doing?
Just making a YouTube video.
Oh.
Are you okay that you're in it?
Fine.
We won't censor you out of it.
Yes. Because that's what we're talking about. Censorship.
Oh.
This is so cheesy.
I am really against censorship, people.
I am too. But I think there's a limit. You shouldn't be... it's hard to explain, but there's a distinct line between what I consider acceptable and what's just, this is insane and I don't want to see it. And the things that most people don't want to see should be, well, not censored, but they shouldn't be paraded around and people defending them as free speech. Another instance where censorship is okay is with those Westboro Baptist Church motherfuckers who seem to think it's okay to say, "We're happy your son is dead!"
Oh, yeah. And they say God hates fags.
They say God hates fags and that gay people are responsible for the death of innocent people in 9/11 and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we've all been here before.
What are you talking about?
You don't know who Westboro Baptist Church is?
No.
They're a bunch of lunatics who basically say, because there's one or two verses in the Bible that say being gay is wrong, that being gay is instantly an abomination, and everyone who's gay is going to go to hell, burn forever, blah, 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 and that everything bad that ever happened is because God's attacking us because we're bad, and because there are gay people in America, and everything else, that anything good that happens to them is the will of God saying, okay, you people are cool. Which, makes it, if I were to kill them, I wouldn't do it. I would just continue to pray and pray and pray for a tornado or a thunderstorm to come and blow their whole entire complex and kill Freddy.
You realize you're talking really quickly?
The thing
yes, I am, and I'm sorry.
The thing
about
it is, you should be. Not many people believe them.
I know, and it's hard to believe them, but the fact of the matter is, they still do that shit. And whether or not they're actually serious about it, they're still acting like they are, and that's ridiculous. They protest at the funerals of soldiers and say that these people died because God wanted them to.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Alright, so in cases like that, First Amendment rights should be held away and they should be censored. But other than that, you should be able to say whatever the fuck you want.
Like I told you to stop fucking doing that!
They can say what they want on a website or something. But for some things like...
Because you can't censor the internets no matter how hard you try. And I have learned this the hard way, ladies and gents.
Yeah, but... I guess they shouldn't be allowed to do that if, because they're just making the people upset and stuff. And
yeah,
that's something...
I mean, if the purpose is to upset someone, then it should be censored.
I mean, they have the right to do that. They have the right to do that, but the thing is...
The right should be taken away.
Yeah.
And,
I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's 4 o'clock.
It's 4 o'clock.
It's 4 o'clock. She doesn't disregard the time of Nebula.
Nobody does. Nobody can.
Whatever you guys say. Yeah, I don't know what you guys are on, but yeah. Okay.
We're on air, man! Oxygen is great!
Except that we're losing air because of pollution.
You might want to save that for Wayne's World.
Pollution and stuff is taking away... Well,
yep.
Not taking away oxygen, but more carbon dioxide.
Okay, weren't we talking about... like
censorship?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, we have a tendency to do this. We get off topic a lot.
Yeah, I figured.
Alright, so... the second instance when censorship, okay, the first being when you're purposely trying to, and even if not purposely, you are offending someone. The second is when you're
Don't talk so fast, my god.
I'm sorry, I can't help it.
Yes, you can!
Nah.
Oh my god! You don't.
Continue, but slower.
Right. The second reason that censorship is okay is when you have some disgusting pornography thing like 2 Girls, 1 Cup, and you're showing it to someone who's 10 years old. That is when censorship should be applied. And, oh god, I can't even remember. What? Thumbs up?
You'll see when you watch the video! Continue!
2 girls, 1 cup. I think that should be shown to the whole nation.
No, that makes me vomit. Anyway, but okay, yeah, sure, okay, some people can watch it and that's okay, but if you're showing it to a 10-year-old, that's something entirely different.
But the thing is, you can't stop them from potentially finding these things, and they should decide
What the hell
what
are
they
you
think
doing?
of it.
I suppose, and making it so people can't see things just because, oh, it's bad for them to see it is a poor reason to do it, but there are some things that will truly scar them for life.
That's true.
And I can't remember the name of it, but an example of this, when it's not sexual, but it's still, in my mind, pornography, is this one anime that a friend of mine alerted me to. I can't remember what the name of it is in Japanese, but in English it translates something... It translates to when cicadas cry or something like that.
Are you talking about the bug?
Yeah, that's the name of the anime. Something like that. And basically the entire anime is about this one psycho chick wearing a green kimono going around and torturing people. She eviscerates... One of them actually repeatedly stabs herself in the head several times.
What?
She's getting some poison that's like making her in incredible pain. So to get rid of the pain, she takes a knife and repeatedly smashes her head into it just like this.
So does she kill herself?
Yes, she kills herself. And this...
Interesting.
And that's basically the entire series, is violence, gore, blood, etc., 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 etc. And to me, that's pornography because... Well, I couldn't give you a strict definition of pornography, but I can say that exploiting women is pornography. And that was definitely exploiting women because 98% of the people who were tortured were female. And they weren't doing it for any good reason except, oh, you want to see this girl get her fingernails torn off?
Okay, hold on a second there. Pornography is exploiting women's bodies, not exploiting women. Okay? Okay.
Well, excuse me, Miss Proper. Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, aren't women's bodies women?
Yes, but it's different to torturing them. Torturing them is not
In a way.
exploiting a body like
torturing them
pornography.
is like...
Torturing is exploiting the body in a way because what you're doing is
No, but
you're
you're
tearing
not.
the body
Shut up! Oh my god! Okay, so what I'm trying to say is pornography is like basically sex.
Yeah.
Exploiting women with sex, and that
Right,
torturing is not pornography.
right. Unless...
Torturing could be worse, because then that would influence people to do that and stuff.
Well, here's the thing. The only person who I think could be possibly influenced by, torture, whatever that horrible grotesquerie is someone who is already mentally unstable and is probably liable to do horrible things to someone anyway. You can't blame violence on video games. You can blame violence on people who play video games and who are underage impressionable thickies.
Well, I think that...
Thank you, Yahtzee.
In some ways... I mean, it can't have no effect on you, though. I think it might, desensitize some people. If they're...
Some people. It desensitizes 1 out of 99 people.
Okay, if they're shooting all these people in the video game...
There's a clear difference to most people of, oh, this is a video digitized avatar, and that's a real person. There are people who have issues coping with fantasy and reality may say, oh, I can shoot a person in a video game, or, oh, I can hit someone on the head with a hammer like Bugs Bunny did, and they, it won't kill anybody, but, or, it won't really matter. But those people, as I said, are already crazy anyway, so they don't count.
Unless they actually go out and do it.
Yeah, but what if they didn't even think of doing that until they saw it?
That still doesn't mean anything. That still means that they're crazy, unimpressionable thickies. Trust me, I play violent video games all the time. You ever heard of Silent Hill? Love that game. Silent Hill 2? Same thing. They're very violent games. And yet, first of all, they have wonderful story writing, and even though there's some, content in, especially Silent Hill 2, that could be considered sexually explicit, I don't think it should be censored, because it's actually very deep and very intriguing.
I know what you mean.
Yes. You've played Silent Hill?
No, I've only played video games 2 times in my whole life.
Ah. Well, I don't think video games will encourage people to be violent unless they already have a predisposition in themselves for being violent.
Mostly violent video games, just it's a way of getting your anger out. That's what I think.
That's what it is for me. And we're running out of time. And we're running out of time. All right, people. Peace, love, and flowers.
Adios,
Mwah.
ciao, bye, sayonara.